Let's see. Alrighty. Gotta be the vintage collection. Okay. What do y'all think is in here? Let's get a guess. Let's see. All right. We've hit the 5-minute mark, and it says that there's 6 people in there. I think that that's pretty good for just a last minute stream like this. So let's go ahead and open it up. We got one best guess for the vintage collection. Let's see if you're right. Let me make sure I open the top too. Let me tilt the camera down just a little bit. Make sure I don't dox myself with any shipping information. All right, so here's the first figure here. Star Wars Black Series. Let's see which one this one is. Crosshair. Now, when I saw these figures announced, I knew that I had to pre-order them because these characters were going to be expensive on the aftermarket. So, yeah, let's go ahead and open this guy on up. And there's more figures in there, by the way, not just this one. Yeah, not the vintage collection. It was a good guess, though. They've got a lot of good stuff coming out. So let's get him in frame here. Free him from his plastic prison. Yeah, wow, these look great. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited about the Bad Batch show. I still haven't watched the second trailer that's come down that came out though. Let's see. Let me hold him up. There we go. Oh, you haven't gotten yours yet? Let's see. They're probably on their way. If you ordered them from BBTS, they're probably on their way. I've been seeing these popping up all over the place, so I know they're hitting store shelves too. But I'm still glad I pre-ordered them because if not, you would never see them. Smush his helmet on there. The rangefinder is actually working. Gotta love that. Let's see. It wouldn't surprise me to see some Republic Commandos released using parts from these figures too. Put his backpack in. Because these are really reminiscent of the Republic Commando sculpts. I mean, obviously they're a little different because they're in the Clone Wars style, but huge sniper rifle. Let's see. Really cool. See if that fits in his hands all right. Oh, it totally does. Yeah. Really, really cool. I'll have to get it. I'll get his pistol out later. Let's go ahead and open up another one here. Let's see what I got. I know the gun's about as tall as he is, basically. That's crazy. I think they did a really nice job of making these figures look like the show, but also match the Black Series. Second one we got here is Bo-Katan. Really, really cool. I think that the wave that these figures are coming from is one of the strongest that the Black Series has released in a long time. Let's free this figure from its plastic prison. Let's see. Let me cover up my face so that it actually focuses on it. Very cool. She comes with her little jetpack too. Very cool. See if I can get it to actually focus. Yeah, there we go. Very cool. Yeah, for sure. We'll have to see. I mean, obviously, with the Bad Batch coming out and the popularity of the Clone Wars, I'd have to think that there will be some sort of wave, like more Clone Wars waves. Yeah, we'll put this one to the side here, and we'll open up another one. Let me hide it real quick here. All right, this is a figure that I'm super excited for. Asajj Ventress. Now, this is a figure that I'm surprised that they didn't do it earlier, honestly. Like, with the popularity of the Clone Wars, even before the recent release of the final season, this was a character that I feel like is a main character almost. Let's see what it's like when I release it from the prison that it's in. Oh wow, that fabric is really shiny. Looks cool. Let's see. She looks incredible. One that let's see what I'm most excited to have. Yeah, for sure. When they announced this figure, I was so excited. And actually, I pre-ordered this wave of figures before I even knew what the what all of the figures were. I think this was one of the first ones that they announced, and I knew that I had to have whatever figures were coming in this wave just to get the ones that they had announced already. Yeah, wow, they did an excellent job on this figure. Hold it up a little closer so you guys can actually see it. Really doesn't like focusing on those. Very, very cool. It looks like they did a great job on the soft goods for this figure. It doesn't really impede articulation or anything too, which is really cool. Yeah, awesome. And obviously you get her two lightsabers. And it looks like they even connect together. Yeah, that is super cool. Is the skirt stretchy when posing? It's not like stretchy. I wouldn't call it like stretchy, maybe a little bit, but it's just like they've given you enough fabric there so that here's at the point at which it starts like binding. But obviously because of the way they've sculpted it, you could probably pull up the skirt just a little bit to get more posing out of it. Which obviously, it would do something like this if you're fighting in combat anyway. So, especially for a character like Asajj who jumps around so much in the show, I definitely think something like that is really important. Okay, let's open up another one. I'm too excited. I'm like a little kid on Christmas. Let's see. We've got the Elite Squad Trooper here. Now, this was the last figure that they released, in this wave as far as announcing it. And it should be kind of a weird figure. I know it's a hybrid of the new and old Clone Trooper. So I'm kind of excited to see how it turns out. So let's see. Open it on up. There it is. I'm never going to pass up a Clone Trooper. They're probably my favorite set of characters from all of Star Wars is just all of the Clone Troopers. Especially in the Spec Ops style, all black or like dark gray. I think this guy looks really cool. Now let's see. Let me hold him up closer to the camera here. Yeah, it's like in person, it's definitely like a really dark gray. You can kind of see the difference between like his undersuit here at the elbow and the armor. So this is like true black here at the elbow, and then the armor is like really dark gray. I'm glad they didn't do it like solid black. I think sometimes like the Purge Stormtroopers, you lose a lot of definition when you don't do like a slightly lighter color. But yeah, super cool. Now, as far as the hybrid goes, it looks like it integrates pretty well, honestly. I don't know if I'll have to compare it to a regular clone trooper after this video is over, but it doesn't look out of place or anything, which is really good. Like you can't really tell that they've, you know, added realistic style figure legs here and then the Clone Wars style upper body, which is pretty cool. And then obviously you get the better articulation from the new sculpt, you know, with the butterfly joints and the more range on the upper body. So definitely they might start switching to doing all of their clones in this way. I don't know. I don't know what Hasbro's plans are. Definitely excited to see though. Looks like they're using the new helmet as well, which is pretty cool. I know some people don't like that helmet, but I think it looks pretty decent overall. So let's move on to the final figure in this package. I'm sure you all have a guess for it, but it is Hunter. There he is there. This was another one of the figures that I was most excited for from this wave. It's hard not to get the glare on there, but very, very cool figure. Let's release him from his little prison here. One more look at him in the package there. Right out of an 80s action film. Heck yeah, he looks just like Rambo. Like headband and all. You're totally right. Let's cram his helmet on real quick. Very, very cool. I think Hunter has probably the closest armor to the Republic Commandos, or at least what we've seen from the Republic Commandos. This is the body that I think they should do the Republic Commandos on. Very cool. This is definitely like the same style as the Republic Commando backpack. So very, very cool figure overall. Box of Clone Trooper lot. What's up? Let's see. We got the DC-17 rifle too. Let me hold my hand up so you can actually see it. Super cool. And obviously, you can't have a Hunter figure without his most iconic weapon. If I can get it out of the package here. His knife. I assume this is a vibro knife. Not entirely sure. It's got like, I'm not sure if it'll show up on my phone camera or not. Yeah, definitely not. It's got like a little bit of like a decal or something applied to it on the blade. It almost looks like a circuit board or something. Very, very cool though. Looks like it fits into this little sheath on his arm here. Super cool. I'd like to see some, let's see, Clone Wars style figs someday would be, or Black Series Clone Wars style figs someday would be dope. Yeah, for sure. I think that the Clone Wars lineup was one of Hasbro's strongest of all time. And there are definitely some other ones that are really good, but just really, really solid Clone Wars style figures, but with, you know, the better articulation, bigger size of Black Series would be really sweet, I think. Comes with a little pistol as well, blaster pistol. But yeah, I'll get them all out on camera here real quick and show them all off. Let me put this gun in his hand. Man, this figure, I wasn't sure which one was going to be my favorite from the line, or from this wave, rather. but this is a real contender. Having it in hand, definitely a sweet figure. So just to review, we also got, we also got Crosshair with his massive sniper rifle. Look at that thing. Holy cow. It's almost so big, it's like unwieldy. I'll have to mess around with that after the stream is over. Oops. But yeah, super, super cool figure. Looks like maybe you can slot it into his backpack or something. I'll have to look into that. Really, really cool. Working rangefinder as well. I think he sides with the Empire in the show. Got bad vibes. Yeah, he always, I don't know. He always seemed like he was like on the verge of betraying them before anything even happened. I'll have to rewatch those episodes, obviously, before the new show comes out. If I'm being perfectly honest, though, I wouldn't mind if all of them sided with the Empire. I think it'd be kind of cool to have a TV show where they're like hunting down Jedi or something. I think it would be kind of interesting. So we don't get a lot of shows where they like sympathize with the Empire. Up next, we got Asajj. This is another real winner, I think, from this line. This figure's awesome. Ooh, that'd be dark. Yeah, I would love to see some really dark stuff going on, especially from the Star Wars property generally doesn't get a lot of dark shows. I think Rogue One is probably the darkest. Maybe The Mandalorian. There are some things in that are pretty dark, but like seeing a show with like a darker, more adult tone, I think would be really amazing. We just don't get a lot of that from Star Wars. We got Bo-Katan, really sweet. I know she's a fan favorite. Obviously, her episodes in the Clone Wars, or not in the Clone Wars, in Mandalorian especially, are really, really interesting. Rogue and Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, honestly, the funniest thing about Revenge of the Sith to me is at the end. I mean, obviously the famous fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan. Anakin burns alive, in the lava, and then Obi-Wan just leaves him, after cutting off his arms and his legs. He just leaves him to burn alive. That's pretty dark for like a movie that's, generally targeted at kids. Let's see. Final figure. We've got let's see, was this one the Elite Squad Trooper? He's like the only non-named character. Yeah, Elite Squad Trooper. Super, super cool. It looks like these might be featured quite a bit in the show. I seem to remember them from the trailer. It's been a while since I watched it. I haven't actually watched the new one yet either, but really cool. I think the blending of the new figure and the old figure here is working really well, too. There's not really... I was a little worried that when you got him out of the package, he would look strange. Like, you could tell that they did that, but you definitely can't. I haven't seen the latest trailer yet. I saw that it was released, but I don't know. I didn't have time to watch it yet. I'll have to watch it after the stream. Yeah, super cool. So anyway, I know that this was like a last minute stream. It's just a little small thing. Just super excited to open these guys up. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. But thank you so much for watching. I think these live streams are a ton of fun. I'd like to do more of them in the future, potentially. But yeah, super cool. So alrighty, I'll see you guys later, I guess. I'll go ahead and sign off.